So I've just got off the train at Pisa Centrale, coming in from Lucca. It's my first time in Italy, and I'm off to go to the Square of Miracles. So making the walk across. It's about a 30-minute walk. I've got a ticket booked for 12:30, so it's 10:30 in the morning. So I've got 2 hours before I go up the Leaning Tower. So we'll see what views we can get on the way up there. So just looking back towards the central station there, a nice looking building. Just crossed a main road.
The statue you see here honours the first king of unified Italy.
I'm going to try and take a more scenic route to the Square of Miracles. And obviously I'm new in town, so I'm just playing it by ear. It's already pretty busy in Pisa. I expect by midday it will be bustling down here. So I believe we're about to cross the river, one of the bridges, get into the main part of Pisa. So Italy is a little bit like Spain, where people are trying to sell you stuff. Don't touch anything, I believe. Let's run across. So I'll have to go head down one of the old streets here. I'll try to pronounce it, but I'm sure I'll butcher the name and get told off by someone. It's like I'm in the road here. It's anything like Amsterdam, I might get knocked over by a bike. It's like whoever that statue is on the pop. There's a white wine on top of his bowl. Oh, this square doesn't look too busy at the minute. Rather lovely old architecture here. Looks like you can get a taxi, horse and carriage. So I'll put myself on camera, prove I've been here. carry on down. So there you can see the top of the Leaning Tower. We'll be going up there at 12:30. I got a ticket booked, so I booked online a few days ago. In fact, I actually double booked because I had trouble authorising my credit card for some reason. So I ended up double booking, and then I had to email them and cancel one, and they was very good about it. They just cancelled one of my tickets, give me a refund.
It's highly advisable to pre-book your ticket to avoid disappointment.
So here we are at the main attraction in Pisa, or the main attractions. Well, my first impression is everything looks a lot smaller than I anticipated. So it's gone from a little bit busy to super busy. And it's probably going to get worse. There's all these people trying to get photographs as it's all propping up the Leaning Tower or trying to push it back. Good luck with trying to get a photo with nobody else on. So I guess I should go and find where I'm going to put my bag while I visit the Leaning Tower.
No bags are allowed inside the Leaning Tower of Pisa, including handbags, backpacks or camera bags. You can only carry small items like cameras, mobile phones and water bottles up the tower. I should perhaps get me on with the Leaning Tower. Free, I've been here, put my cute face on, or my ugly mug. Just going to try and find out where the cloakrooms are, so I know where to go before I make my way up the tower. There's a secure locker room to leave your belongings whilst you go up the Leaning Tower that is part of your ticket cost.
Here's the cloakroom.
Yeah, you guys want to head back to the meeting point and go to one of those cafes?
It's almost our time slot to go up the tower now. Climb the 261 steps. Go and join the queue. And by the time the queue moves, it'll be my turn to go up.
The Tower of Pisa is one of the most visited tourist attractions in the world, receiving over 5 million visitors each year. It is the freestanding bell tower of Pisa Cathedral and is known for its nearly 4-degree lean, which is the result of an unstable foundation. The tower began to lean during construction in the 12th century due to soft ground which could not properly support the structure's weight. It worsened through to completion of construction in the 14th century. By 1990 the tilt had reached 5.5 degrees. The structure was stabilised by remedial work between 1993 and 2001, which reduced the tilt to 3.97 degrees.
So there's 261 steps to go. No problem for me. Hello. We climb. Well, just come back from a trip up to Scotland, not long back, climbing the mountains. Just kind of feel weird walking up tilted steps.
The tower actually has 296 or 294 steps, where the 7th floor has 2 fewer steps on the north-facing staircase. The tilt gives you the feeling of being tipsy as you climb.
And here we are arriving at the first sort of platform for views. Well, it's anti-clockwise.
Поднимаешься как на корабле, слева направо, основной стоит наискосок. Когда внутри идешь, больше ощущается этот перевал. Снаружи тебе это как-то не ощущается, потому что ты снаружи. Нет закрытого пространства. В закрытом пространстве всегда ощущается больше перевал.
Wait one moment here, please, for up the stair, okay?
After being instructed to make your way around the first landing in an anti-clockwise direction, it's the wait for the final set of single-file spiral steps to the top.
Now for the last bit, the spiral stairs, single file to the top.
What a rest.
¿Da vergüenza hacerla del culito?
Es una cochinada masiva. Mira, tengo una imagen directa de...
Usiamo un secondo e poi scendiamo.
The 7th floor was completed in 1319 and the bell chamber was finally added in 1372. There are 7 bells, one for each note of the musical major scale. The largest one was installed in 1655.
So that was the Leaning Tower of Pisa, where there's a bit of a squeeze on the way down on the stairs. Some, shall we say, overweight people wanting my space as well as theirs. Let's go and check out the cathedral now. So it's not quite as busy around this side.
We can do it closer if you want. Some people in the front.
Whilst taking a break from the sun by going into the shade, I was treated to some musical entertainment. Before visiting Pisa Cathedral, I decided to explore the Camposanto, or Old Cemetery. Camposanto can be literally translated as Holy Field because it is said to have been built around a shipload of sacred soil from Golgotha, brought to Pisa from the Third Crusade in the 12th century. A legend claims that bodies buried in that ground will rot in just 24 hours.
So in the Camposanto. It's probably not how you pronounce it, but it's nice and cool in here. So this is part of the full pass, so all the Pisa monuments, €27.
The construction of this huge oblong Gothic cloister was begun in 1278 and the cemetery was only completed in 1464. It seems that the building was not meant to be a real cemetery, but a church. Next we visit Pisa Cathedral. Pisa Cathedral is a medieval Catholic cathedral dedicated to the Assumption of the Virgin Mary. The cathedral is a notable example of Romanesque architecture and was consecrated in 1118.
Hello. Thank you.
Construction began in 1064 and was completed in 1092. Additional enlargements and a new facade were built in the 12th century, and the roof was replaced after damage from a fire in 1595. Here we see the pulpit, a masterpiece made by Giovanni Pisano between 1302 and 1310. Next we visit the Pisa Baptistery of St. John. The Pisa Baptistery of St. John is a Catholic ecclesiastical building. Construction started in 1152 to replace an older baptistery, and it was completed in 1363 in a Gothic manner. It is part of the architectural ensemble and World Heritage Site of the Square of Miracles in Pisa. I hope you enjoyed this explore of Pisa with me and wish to join me on the next one, where we walk the lot less busy walls of Pisa.